on the rise. That brings us today to our healthy perspective. One of the really critical things about this, or what Bill Stilley told me, is when I asked him about how this type of science impacts the future of medicine. It's actually fascinating. Listen to this.
I think also the science of the brain has really developed in the next year, we'll say 20 to 50 years. I think this is really going to be the age where we learn a lot about how to modulate these things and take diseases that we currently treat based on behavioral, visible behavioral signs and things that occur to understanding what's going on in a molecular sense in the brain.
And something like that could really change the age of addiction forever. What if we could test your genetics, find out if you're at risk for addiction, and just like we do with depression, give you a medication, such as the medication we just described, so you never become a person that ends up with a substance use disorder. It could protect so many families from the sadness and heartache of losing a loved one to a tragic overdose. It could save so much time and energy and money spent on trying to help people who have an addictive disease. And that's really the key here. If they measure your brain, and you really can't understand that some of us are wired this way, it would also help us understand that addiction is a genetic condition. And just like with diabetes or high blood pressure, nobody says if you have those problems, oh, just, get over it, go, take care of it. No, they say, see your doctor, get help. When you do, you can fight it. And nobody tells you that if you have diabetes and your pancreas doesn't work, that it's your fault. This is an important model for supporting anyone living with an addiction. If that's in your family today, we feel you. And that is today's Healthy Perspective. Just ahead, we're going to talk with Andrea. She's going to share her story on fighting